from pickdogs.com here with Joe Madden. Running a little bit late today, but it's a light schedule, so we will catch up in a hurry. Going to try a couple different things today, too. We're going to try different formatting of the way that we go over games. I think that, we love having fun on the show. We love the banter, and, of course, the banter is here to stay. But the thing is that probably going to go over games a little bit more in-depth. And I think more on a game-to-game basis as opposed to just glossing over, especially this time of year where it's there's just, it's a manageable schedule. It's not like college basketball where there's, 200 games on a day. And anyways, Joe, how's it going today?
It's good. I'm excited for today's card. I think we got some great value, even though it's smaller. What do you think?
I got backdoored on the Grizzlies last night. I'm hoping for a better result today. They were leading the whole game, covering the whole game until like the last minute of the game, and that turned my winning day into a losing day. I had the easy winner with the Mavericks, and did not. The Thunder buddies looked like they were making a run late to try and cover, but they were just blown out most of the game. But at the end of the game, they had a chance. They were right there, for the cover, and they just missed the shot. So, and then, we know how that goes. But it's,
it just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, they lost by like 18 or something or 20, and, I mean, they were down by like 35 most of the game, so it just shows how far they came back, but still counts as a loss in my book. Nothing fun about that. Certainly didn't get the entertainment value. But one thing I want to let everybody know, so I did this in the newsletter. I showed it on my 7 free picks in just 5 minutes, but I want to show everybody here too as well. Got a special giveaway. It's 1 day only, okay, and it's a free 3-day consensus report for everybody. So this is the code. It's right up here. It's got to be done just like that, all small letters. If you don't have an account with us, like if you've never opened up a premium account, if you've never made a premium purchase or stuff, you're going to have to open an account. And the way that works, the way that works is that it is you have to open the account. So when you open an account, they ask for things like your credit card information. Okay, this is to make purchases, and they ask for your phone number. We don't sell your phone number. First of all, the credit card, we will not use it. You will not get charged. You'll see when you put the code in and hit apply code, it will go to 0. If you do get charged, if something happens, Mitch at pickdogs.com, you guys know how to reach me, and I can just refund you in 2 seconds. Or if it took some of your credit that you had, account credit, if you've already made premium purchases, I could always apply the credit pretty easily back to you. So the idea is to give you the free 3-day consensus report. If you already have a 3-day consensus report or a weekly consensus report, shoot me an email. I'll add an extra 3 days to it also for free. Now, the thing is also, the other thing they ask you for is your phone number, okay? This you have to put in, okay? There's no ifs, ands, buts, or whatever. I'm not making exceptions. None of those things will happen. We do not call you. We do not call you. We do not sell your information. Believe me, I get people, they want it. Believe me. No way. Why would I sell your information? Yeah, what I want to do is sell our community's list to one of our competitors. Yeah, that's a good business model. I would not sell your information. I do not call you. Believe me, I don't even like to talk to you guys on here sometimes, right? I mean, you guys know me, right? So sure as hell won't be calling you. But the thing is about the phone number, what that does is that verifies that you're not some scammer out there, because the scammers are not going to put in their phone number, right? It's not someone with a fake account. It's not someone like that. It's not someone that's been blocked from our site. And, people can have a zillion email addresses, right? You can have a million email addresses. Very hard to have more than one phone number. Very, very hard.
For sure.
Very, very hard to have, unless you're carrying around 10 cell phones just to get a free consensus report or something. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, it's right here, the code right above it, PickDogs3. Should be very self-explanatory. You put it in the coupon code. You pick 3-day consensus report. You put this in the coupon code. You hit apply, and you'll see it go to 0. That's when you know you're good to go. When you see it go to 0, the amount due, 0. Checkout, 0. If for some reason you get charged, okay, and you'll see it on your receipt, let me know right away. I will refund it, Okay. If it took your credits, if you had credits in your account and you're already a customer, let me know. I will put them back. That might take me, till the end of the day or something, but you'll get them. Okay. Yeah. Promise you.
Now, is this just for YouTube, or should we be putting this out on our other social media, Mitch?
Everywhere. We're going to give out as many as we can. We've tried doing these giveaways before, and I always screw up the code. This is why we're late. I always screw up the code. You guys have been with us for a long time. I always screw it up, and then I'm always like, all right, just send it to me, and I'll just do it manually, and I'll sit around all day. This one, I actually emailed the company, that does all the things. I said, how do you do this? They said, nice. And they sent me the step-by-step. I said, I need the dummy, and not just the for dummies, the for dummies instructions. And they sent me this, and so I was able to do it. So, so far so good. Normally I would be getting 1 million emails at this point. Normally I'd be getting, I would be realizing that I had made a major mistake. But today, all is going really well with this. So, yeah, it really works. So people are saying it works.
Well, that's awesome. I will make sure I get it out on social media after this show as well.
Yep. So we got a guy here that says he lost so much money with us that he quit listening, but here he is, right? It's like, if you quit listening, then how are you here?
I don't know.
The dumbest. How stupid are you? It's like, I quit listening. You wouldn't be here if you quit listening.
Oh, absolutely.
You wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
A moron. It's just a dumbass, right? No, it's not that don't listen. It's like he's just a turd ball, right? It's like I stopped listening. It's like, no, you didn't, because you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So what? If people pop up on my channel all the time, if I don't want to go there and I don't want to listen to them, I sure as hell don't go there. Right? Yeah. I unsubscribed. You just popped up on my channel,
Well, I want to just address Tom's question in the comments saying that Blues game. Yeah, I couldn't believe that was a 4-3 win for the Blues there. I was expecting the Blues to get the win. I was leaning on that under, though. Thought it would be a lower scoring game. I thought 3-2, not 4-3. That's for sure.
Anyways, that's so funny.
Yeah.
We always get the idiots, right? I don't know why. I think because we just have so many people that watch our shows.
So absolutely.
It's a numbers game.
I used to say there's one idiot in 100, but I think there's 1 in 10 now.
Yeah, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Yes, there is. That people always say that to me. There was no such thing as a stupid question. Right now, it's like, no, I never said that. Someone else might have said that. And it's like, there's also stupid people that ask questions.
Yeah.
So, no, we're not going to have baseball picks today. I can tell you that.
No, preseason will be on today, on my TV for sure.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying watching a bit.
So Kevin is saying the best giveaway was the T-shirts. That cost me about $10,000, and there's people still complained. Really? I took it all out of my pocket. It's not this Pick Dog shirt. It's the one that had the light blue background behind the dog that I wear sometimes. It's before you got here. But I bought literally, people saw like my house was like just full of these T-shirts, and Carrie bring them to the post office. Like, we're on first name basis with all the people at the post office.
Yeah.
And people still complained. People still complain. I bought.
I bet you the shipping cost a fortune.
Oh, people live in like Australia or England. It's $25 just to mail
Aussies.
The shirt. Just to mail the shirt.
What are you Aussies expecting?
No, in Canada it's $25 too.
I bet it is.
It is.
Just joking.
It is. It's $25 to Canada, and people still complained. And it's like, I bought the giant sizes, which are like even more expensive and then more expensive to mail, sent them out. And it's like, what we did on so we gave away the shirts, and we also did a thing where people could donate money, and I would give them a shirt, and the donations all went to charity. We gave it all to St. Jude's.
Oh, that's fantastic.
so it was like a double thing. It was like, not only did I lose money, any money that we did get, we gave that away. It was like, not one of my best business plans, but I liked it. I enjoyed giving away the shirts. I liked doing all that stuff, but people did complain like crazy about it.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah,
they still complained. It's like, and like the shirts that we do, not the cheap ones either. Like I always have mine have to be I never would give away anything. My policy is I don't give away anything that I wouldn't wear myself. So it's like the 100% cotton. It's the nice ones, a little bit fitted. It's like not not those boxy, crappy ones with the collar up like this.
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh yeah, most of the giveaway shirts are like that. That you get.
Well, you don't want someone repping your brand, and your brand looks terrible, right? It's awful.
Anyways, I've tried to get the picks. I have an account, but it's not letting me get the picks. Well, my email is mitch@pickdogs.com. This isn't our customer service show, but you could email me, mitch@pickdogs.com, after the show. I'll do the best I can to help you. But if you're talking about consensus report, just click on the giant orange button that says consensus report. Not too difficult. Anyways, we've got a short schedule today, so plenty of things that we can, talk about, go in depth in the games. And it looks like this Fresno Coastal game is moved. I'm not really sure on this. If anybody knows, I haven't had a chance to check on ESPN or anything to see if, what the deal is on that. But it looks like it's been moved.
Yeah, it looks like it's now tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, Mitch, on that one. So I'm unsure of why it moved as well. Then we still do have the one game tonight, Xavier and Texas A&M kicking off at 7 o'clock Eastern.
So weird.
Brian's saying it's still tonight at 7. So he's in the comments there.
I show it tomorrow at 6, and I trust ESPN a little bit more than I trust Brian, as far as this goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing tomorrow at 6. So I'm not sure why the movement would have happened.
I show tomorrow at 6. I do not show that same information.
Anyone else seeing why that was delayed? Flight issues last night, Rodney saying.
Yep. Brian says, I'll bet you. Okay. I'll bet you. I'll bet you're fired if it's today. Yeah, if it's not today. How's that? What would you like to bet?
Oh, I'm gonna ride with it on Friday.
Yeah, the Pick Dogs 3. This is all lowercase, exactly how it reads. All lowercase. You can see everything else is capitals. I even made sure I put that in lowercase there. Did it exactly. I didn't have to apply it. That's weird. You should have to apply it.
Mm-hmm. How long is this offer good for? Just today, Mitch?
Yes, just today.
Okay. Just today. I'll make sure I put that on social media as well. Okay, so any thoughts on the college game tonight, Mitch, with Xavier and Texas A&M?
I think it's an interesting one, and goes two different ways. The Big East has one representative in the Final Four. The SEC, of course, long gone from the NCAA tournament, but we know that they had some heavy hitters at a conference, and we've seen Texas A&M play really well in these postseason tournaments. We've seen Xavier, play well in this tournament, but outside of this tournament, they've been terrible. Every time they've had a step-up game this season, they've lost, and they've got lost badly. Scruggs out for this game too. Xavier's best player out for this game as well. So I would say Xavier probably in some world of trouble in this game. They beat the St. Bonaventure's team last time that pretty much the same issues that St. Bonnie's has had all season long, and that's that they suck. And the thing, I think when you shoot, when you shoot 9 to 20, St. Bonnie's actually shot well in that game. Probably better than they have all season. But, Xavier shot better.
Do you think Texas A&M wins a battle on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively? Or do you think defensively they own it?
I think that they're the better team right now.
Okay.
I think that they're better. I think Buzz Williams is one of the more underrated coaches, and there's a reason he got the Texas A&M job. Texas A&M is like one of the highest paying gigs in every sport. I mean, Jimbo Fisher, the Texas A&M, we've been through this, right? He makes he makes more than Saban. He makes the most. Texas A&M, the best paying program. They pay their players the most, and they pay the coaches the most.
Yeah.
They had that 15 or $20 million set aside for, for products, like for the non-NIL products for their new recruits. So they had the number 1 recruiting class in college football this season. Of course, that will likely change.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I really think the defenses both step up in this one. So I do think Texas A&M can pull away with it. I think 4.5 points is just a little bit light. I think they win this by 6. So give me Texas A&M in this matchup.
Wow, so many people have taken advantage of this consensus report just in the time that we've gone on the air. 35 more people, 36 or 7, 38. It's like a gas pump. It's awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. We have
way more fun than a gas pump.
So
Gotta say that.
Jason's asking about prop bets. We're going to start a prop bet show. I went on Twitter yesterday and asked if anyone wanted to co-host the prop show with me, because I just figure new talent. We don't really, I've asked everybody here to do a prop show with me, and everyone kind of, except for Joe, says, just Hims and Haws. Joe says yes, but she's already got enough shows.
He told me no. I said yes. He's like,
I'm like, I already spent an hour. I'm it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I don't need you.
I'm good. I don't think Holloway took the money and slid. To go to Seton Hall. That's where he played. That was his first assistant coaching job. I think that's his dream job. I think when a guy takes his dream job, that's a different story. It's a giant step up from St. Peter's to go to Seton Hall.
Yeah.
But
no
we're gonna
on the prop show. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
Time,
we're doing
right?
a prop show. It doesn't. You don't have to beg. We're doing it. It's just I wanted to find a co-host that was somebody new that we could add to Pick Dogs, because the only way we've added generally is either experienced cappers or we do the become a capper contest. But I wanted to just reach out someone that is just there's different prop. The become a capper contest doesn't include prop bets. No. So I just figured I'd reach out, but actually, not one person sent me a video to apply. Not one. Yeah. I'm not going to hire somebody from a tweet. That's not going to happen. Yeah, it's like, oh well, it's a great tweet. Pick me. Yeah. Okay.
Especially if you had a fun joke.
Wow, and people be like, people be like, where the hell did you get that person that you're doing the prop show with? I'm like, well, they had this great tweet. Said, I'll do it. And so I picked them. It's like, yeah, nobody wants to work with me. Nobody. Zero people want to work with me. Aaron Reynolds, thank you. Oh. Nobody does. Nobody. Nobody.
That's why you only had how many people in your Become a Captain?
No, it's nobody, Joe. Nobody entered. Nobody. I suck. I'm the worst.
About me. No one wants to work with me.
I'm the worst. Kind of that's true. But I'm the worst. Everyone knows this. I'm the worst boss. I'm a horrible person. I'm all this, right? I'm the worst. I'm so negative, right? It's like I think people misconstrue, or I'm not great at delivering. The thing is, I think we have a magical combination with a lot of things that I say. My delivery sucks. I know that. Number one, I'm a send hitter before I think, right? And I'm a sayer before I think, right? So a lot of things come out of my mouth. I'm kind of like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have said that.
We know you flipped the bird too.
Yeah. Well, I hit send fast. I hit send too fast, right? I hit send too fast, and then I hit I'm also like one of our partners in Australia has a thing on his email. It delays it 2 minutes. I need to install that.
Yeah, maybe delay at 30.
Yeah,
I think I would need 30.
No, I think 2 minutes is plenty for me. I think 2 is plenty, and I think that's what I need to do, and I know it. And I did the same thing with this because like with Jay Money, right? I really wanted to get him to come work with us. I think he's super talented.
Yeah.
And I think that going where he went, I think he's wasting his talent. And I don't mean it like, I don't mean it anything negative like that he's done or he said or anything like that. I think he just is green in the industry, and I've been around for a while. While you guys, hate me, like whatever the case may be, I think there's some things he could have learned from me.
Oh, for sure.
That the people that he works with now don't even understand or know that, or would never teach him or give him that opportunity that I can give him. And, what I try to explain to people is the numbers, they just don't lie. They don't lie. It's like, let me see if I could show you guys a couple things. So like when I say we're 5 times the size of these guys, or 10 times the size of these guys, I don't make this up, and it's not like bragging, and it's not meant to be negative or anything like that. It is what it is. Like, here is. Let's see if I can get this. This would be awesome if I can get this. Let me see something. So here is. Oh man, what did I do? Oh no, I broke something. Uh-oh.
Don't go breaking stuff.
No, I really broke something here. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Let's see. Oh, this is going to work. So here's our YouTube compared to those guys. Right? So you can see it. Right? There's the other sites. Here's ours. This is the number of views last year compared to both of theirs. So that's the type of things that I was saying, So it's not meant to be, I'm not meaning to be negative. I'm just saying this is the facts, Jack, right? And it's the same thing with this, right? So here's our web traffic. Here's the number of people that come to our website compared to theirs. I mean, it's not even the competition. It's not like trying to build ourselves up by being negative to them. It's like the numbers are the numbers. Here they are. It's like it's not really close. This is one of our sites to their big one, right? This doesn't even include Pick Dogs, which is bigger than them also on its own. But it's like, who has more to offer? That's all it is. I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and I just think that because of what we have more to offer. People coming in the door, but nobody wants to work with me.
Except me.
Nobody. Well, that's just
You're like, Joy, I don't want to do a prop show with you, okay?
It's like, except.
Look what you got stuck with. Oh, you guys, Mitch has put up with me for how long now?
I'm good.
We going on the 8th month?
Something like
tomorrow?
That. It's been
I think we're going on to the 8th month every single day.
It's a long time.
Every single day.
It's a long time. It's a long time.
It has been a very long time, but I love it. And I couldn't be happier to be here. Very glad to be part of Pick Dogs in the community. It's a great community to be part of.
We hit people over the head with content. We just bring so much and so much and so much. And that's what we do. That is who we are. I think our stuff is way better. Just way better. It's way more received. See, the thing is that it's not just the pure amount of content, because if that was the case, then we wouldn't be doing, 10 times the subscribers that other channels are doing. People would just hit and run. I don't understand.
I got rid of trolls. Did you have a lot more trolls before I was here? People being a little bit nicer?
I'd say I still have the same amount.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, the person that we did get to do the prop show with us, I don't know how much they're going to be able to do with us or how many days or whatever, but at least that's going to be on some of them is awesome. And you're going to love them.
Absolutely.
So we were one person. So maybe we'll get some more. I think this Jalen Taub doesn't like me too much. He thinks I'm a crybaby. Oh. Oh, well. Let's get to the NBA.
Let's do it.
So we're going to so the way that we've been on this show since Joe and I started doing it together is we kind of have just glossed over the NBA schedule and the college basketball schedule. It's because there's been so many games. But I think now with baseball and with basketball, and there's going to be a limited schedule, with the playoffs, that we're going to spend a little bit more time on each game, depending on the size of the schedule. So today, like with 5 NBA games, we're going to go over every single one of them and take a look at it and see exactly where we stand with these things and do it. What are you guys saying about Joe? I'm just joking.
I don't know.
You guys know that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I know when you're joking.
There's a free consensus report, in case you guys didn't know. Today only.
Sure.
So like I said, if you've never bought anything from us before, you're going to have to set up an account. You'll have to put in a credit card. You have to put in your phone number. And the phone number is a new thing. And it's kind of, you see it everywhere, and that's why like our tech guy was like, you should put it in or whatever. Actually, someone else told me to do it, and I was kind of like, and they're like, it's everywhere. It's like, it's not something people haven't seen before. It's a pain in the ass, but they don't have to do it once,
Yeah.
So,
covers you for sure.
Anyways, the Pistons are playing the 76ers tonight, and the Pistons 10.5 point dogs in this thing. They are, they have been on a dog cover streak like no one's business. Meanwhile, the Sixers have a ton to play for here if they care about home court, which is something traditionally they have cared about. So, God, since I said those people had signed up for consensus report, another 78 people have signed up. It's like, I want to give away 5,000 of these things today, 10,000. Nice. If we can do 10,000 consensus reports that we give away for free, that would be awesome.
Absolutely phenomenal.
That'd be awesome.
Phenomenal.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I look at this game, Mitch, and I just think it's still way too many points. I think Philadelphia definitely comes out, gets a nice win for us here, but I think this is an 8-point game. I know the Pistons have struggled against the 76ers, only covering in 4 of the last 16 against the spread, but we've seen them as of late. They've been playing so well against teams with straight up records, going 9-0 against the spread in their last 9 with these straight up winning team records, if I can talk. And they're 21-17 against the spread at home. I've got to grab them plus the 10.5.
Well, here's the issue that the Sixers have. So they're in the 3 spot. They're 46-29. So that puts them at 75 games. This will be their 76th game. There's 82 games in an NBA schedule. Joe's our math expert here. She's supposed to Vanna this on the board and be writing this as we go.
Get me a whiteboard, Mitch. We'll put it right here.
Anyways, so the Miami Heat, who are ahead of the 76ers and ahead of the Bucks. But the thing about the Bucks, who play tonight as well, and we'll get to that in just a second, is the Bucks are tied with the Heat in the loss column. So I talk about this in baseball all the time. So when you're behind in the loss column, then you need help. When you're behind in the win column, well, you're in control. You control things. So the Sixers, they need help, but they're only one game back in the loss column. But they also are 30-18, so they're 2 back in the conference record, and the Bucks have that same issue with the Heat as well. So the Miami Heat, as much as they stumbled down the stretch and put a lot of you guys on Boston yesterday, which we tried to help you. They look to be in pretty good shape here with just a few games left to go. But the Sixers and the Bucks, you look at the top 4 in the East: the Heat, the Bucks, the Sixers, and the Celtics, and you could just say, man, any of those 4 teams could go, right? So you don't know after the first round, the Heat and the Bucks, if it stays the same, or the Sixers, if they can play hard, they would play one of the play-in teams: the Cavs, the Nets, the Hornets, or the Hawks. And the first 2 would do that, but the Sixers, where they sit now, would play the Raptors, and instead of a play-in team, which, if the Nets win the play-in, like a lot of people are expecting, that's who they would play if they get to the number 2 spot.
Who do you think they'd prefer to play?
I don't think they care. I really don't think they care. I think a lot of people think that. I think this is what they care about more, is that the way things set up, especially for the second round. Once you get past the first round, and I say the same thing in the NCAA tournament, seeding kind of goes out the window. Yeah. So when you get to the second round, right? So if you just go by the top 4 teams, okay? If you went the second round, it would be Bucks, Sixers, Celtics, Heat. Right? 2 legitimately tough series. But if the Sixers can get past the Bucks, they would be the host team in that series. And if the Celtics knocked off the Heat, well, then they would get to host the next series too.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, there's a lot more at stake here than meets the eye. But with that being said, I don't know. I love teams like the Pistons, even though the Thunder, man, I hate those guys.
Yeah. Thunder just did not come through last night.
It did me so dirty.
Yeah.
71 more people signed up for the free consensus report.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see this one being a lower scoring game, as well as both defenses really do step up. So we know the 76ers have a great defense, and I think the Pistons defense has been playing better. They've been their games have been trending nicely to that under 7-1-2 in their last 10 at home. So I could see this one being a lower scoring game as well. I love people are signing up for the consensus report, Mitch. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a lower scoring game too. Even though the total is going higher, I like the under here as well. I think, when you have a team that's improving like the Pistons, normally the way teams improve is defensive side. And for the Sixers, teams that make the playoffs and make playoff runs, do it on the defensive side. I'm going to go with the under in this game as well. Got the Nets and the Bucks. So yesterday, a giant buck ran right through our yard. It's the weirdest thing. I'd never seen one, in anywhere near our property.
You had them in Hawaii.
Yeah, we have axis deer.
Really?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed. I would have assumed there was no deer at all.
My wife hit one.
Oh, wow.
She hit one.
That would have been devastating.
Yeah, it was. She was like, of course there was some hunter behind her. He put the deer down, and the police was like, probably fed that guy's family for, so not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, giant buck.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so weird.
What did Sam think of that?
He doesn't know what to think. Sam's a pretty happy-go-lucky little guy.
Crazy day yesterday there. You had those big roosters and a buck, and wow.
Yeah, we had people here.
Nice. Did they get to see the buck run through?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So let me see if I can. Huh.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Tyler said he just learned deers live in Hawaii today too. So never would have guessed. I didn't think you guys had
So
deer.
you can see it right there. This is outside of my house. This is like our side driveway. Wow, I got the spinning
Okay.
wheel of death. This is not good.
I can see the driveway. I'm a little delayed here on YouTube compared to us talking, so I can see it.
But you can see him.
Beautiful side driveway.
He's right next to the
Oh,
white
there he
car.
is next to the car.
I'm trying to
Okay.
blow it up, but I don't know how to do it.
Oh, he is big.
Yeah, he's got the full antlers and everything. I don't know how to.
I think everyone is confused that deers actually live in Hawaii. Seeing it in the comments here. I'm glad I wasn't the only one, you guys. Guests they're everywhere.
They are. Yeah, ran up the driveway, jumped up on the planter, hopped over the fence. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Hello?
you took a picture of it to prove it, Mitch. I would not have believed you.
Oh, there's
I'd been
other
like,
pictures too.
You sure?
There's other pictures. There's more pictures.
Yeah, I would have chalked it up to lack of sleep.
So crazy. Walked up the driveway like you own the place.
Oh,
Yeah. See, it was a beautiful day.
yeah. Oh, gorgeous day there in Hawaii. When isn't it though?
I know who Max Holloway is. I don't know him personally. I've seen him in the surf lineup before,
Nice.
but I don't personally know him. Anyways,
So how we got onto the Bucks? Yeah.
the Bucks and the Nets. So the Bucks have a chance to catch the Heat. They are tied in the loss column. They're going to need some help because they don't have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is going to be a tight game here with these two teams, the Bucks and the Nets. And I have to grab the Bucks plus the points. I just think they normally play the Nets pretty tight, and I look at them coming in here with that 1 day's rest, and I think they're going to be ready and strong to come out and get the cover here. I think they actually win it. I'm probably going to take them on the money line. They are 21-16 on the road this season, 20-17 against that spread, and coming in rested, I think they have it. Mitch, any thoughts on this one?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I like the over in this one.
Total, do we have 239.5? Yeah,
yep, through the roof.
See it.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
We got the Hawks and the Cavs. The Hawks got to be a little tired from scoring all those points yesterday on the Thunder. I mean, they really didn't stop. They kind of just let it kept raining. It's like, that's the fourth quarter. Let's throw up some threes. Mitch has got the other side of this one, so let's make sure we bury his ass. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers got stomped on by the Mavericks. They kind of pretended that they were in the game for a while. A lot of people are thinking Cavs in that one, but the Mavs said no on the back-to-backs. But now that both these teams are on the back-to-back.
Yeah, which is really hard to back either on a back-to-back. We've seen both of them struggle in this situation, but I've got to ride with the Hawks. I can't trust the Cavs here. They've just been letting me down way too much. They're only 2-7-1 against the spread in their last 10 games, 4-6 straight up. I think the Hawks are the better team and stronger offensive team, and I'm looking for this to be a good game out of them.
I like the Hawks in this one. I just think they're playing well now down the stretch, kind of like they did last year. A lot later than they did last year, but I think they're playing well down the stretch. And I think if they get into the playoffs, which they should be as a play-in team at the least, if they can get in through the play-in, they're going to be a problem. So I like the Hawks in this one. And certainly
we agree. I like it.
We got the Bulls versus the Clippers. The Bulls just 4-6 in their last 10, 44-32 on the season. While the Clips 37-39, normally in most years that would not make the playoffs for the Western Conference, but with the playing games and even with the playing games, without the playing games, the Clippers would be in. The playing games kind of have a little bit of an issue here for me now that 31-44 is is playoff material. And it's odd that in the Eastern Conference, every team in the play-ins and everything has a winning record, but in the Western Conference, 37 and 39 puts you in 8th place. Normally it's the other way around. The East is the laggard and the West is the leader. But this year, 3 teams below 500. The Pelicans, 10 games below 500, and the Lakers now 13 games below 500, all in the postseason. But here are the Clippers who, man, these are tough guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a hard game, but I think I have to come down to the Bulls here just because of what we've seen out of their defense. I think their defense is going to be able to hold down the Clippers in this one. I just can't trust the Clippers to get the win. I think we've got a lower scoring game in this one. I'm going to hit the under as well. I think the Clippers struggle in this one tonight. We've seen them struggle against the Bulls too. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The Bulls have just been so strong at home. If this was in LA, I would probably take LA plus the points, but not here in Chicago. We look at the Bulls so strong at home, 26 and 10 straight up, 24 and 12 against that spread. They're just awesome at home, and I can't go against them.
I'm taking the Clippers. I can't stand the Bulls. I think they've let down like a bunch of dogs late in the season. I think the Clippers have been just so tough all year. To get to 37 and 39 with all the excuses that they had to just lay down and be a lottery team, just shows just how tough this team is. And I think they're a team that no one's going to want to face. The Clippers are locked in, though, in their playoff position. Really very little mobility at this point. That's the only chance the Bulls have here is if the Clippers decide to take it easy. They're 6 back in the win column behind the 7, who's the Timberwolves, and the Pelicans. They're 4 ahead in the win and 4 ahead in the loss. So pretty cemented where they're at. Meanwhile, the Bulls tied with the Raptors in that 5-6 spot and just 2 games ahead in the loss column of the Cavaliers, 2 games overall. So certainly a lot more to play for, but that hasn't really seemed to have helped the Bulls lately. So no. I don't know. I'm on the Clips here. I'm taking the points. I think it's either inside the number or the Clippers win outright.
Okay.
That's what I think. Since you
we will agree to disagree.
Since you asked.
I do care what you say.
Brian
Mitch.
Bittler wants to bet that the game is tonight, the Coastal Carolina game. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for playing. We got some excellent parting gifts for you.
Oh, man. And then the last game of the night, the Lakers and the Jazz, Mitch. This is a large spread here. You think the Lakers can keep it tight? Plus 13, moved up to that unlucky number there. 10 o'clock Eastern game, you guys.
Yeah, the Lakers have just laid down like dogs, and they're back in the playoffs now with the Spurs loss last night. But look for them to fall right back out again. I think the Jazz 13 points isn't enough. You need a lot more than that. I like the Utah Jazz here all the way, even though they haven't played well down the stretch either. Last year they had the best overall record in the NBA, and
yeah, I can't put any money on the Lakers whatsoever, not even plus the 13. Ever since we had Mills on the show and he called them the Fakers, that's all I can think about every time I hear the LA Lakers is the LA Fakers. So they've just been playing so terrible. 2-8 against the spread in the last 10 road games. You're right, though. The Jazz are 0-4 against the spread last 4 games, playing on that 1 day's rest. 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 games overall. I'm just completely staying off this game, you guys. I'm not betting it.
Did I not change the title of this show? I thought I did. I did. It's 7 free picks. It's still called.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that.
Okay, I can go in and change it right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go do that as well. But for sure I thought I changed it.
Weird. Yeah. I can change it, Mitch, and you can give your thoughts on this one. I'll change it over while.
Which game?
Give your thoughts. The Lakers and the Jazz. So I'm going to completely stay off this one.
Did
you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I wasn't listening.
Okay.
So I apologize.
No problem. No problem. I did. I kind of let it off of it. Oh, it's so weird. I thought for sure I changed it. Not a big deal.
It's okay. I'm changing it here for you.
All right. We got a bunch of other places I got to change it, but that's okay.
Okay, well, I'll change it on YouTube. See you
right.
guys, teamwork.
Yep.
We got this. I can't believe, Mitch, it is March 31st already. So happy end of March to everyone out there. Rolling into April tomorrow. Hopefully you guys all finish the month nice and strong on all of your bets tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there we go. There's one. All right. Anything else you want to talk about, Joe? What's going on in hockey tonight?
Oh, we've got lots of great games in hockey tonight. Let's see. Which one would you? I'm trying to work out which one you would be excited for. My Calgary Flames play tonight. Now they play the LA Kings, who had to face Edmonton last night. So this will be an interesting game to see how the Kings come out. They did lose to Edmonton last night. Now facing Calgary, it is so hard this road trip for teams when they face both teams of Alberta back to back. I don't think we've seen one team successfully beat both teams, and off such a hard night last night where the Kings played the Edmonton Oilers tight but didn't get the win. I think it's going to be a hard one for them here. We have the Panthers and the Blackhawks going at it. We got totals of 7 tonight in that game, Mitch. High scoring one. Everything else is basically a 6 or a 6.5, except for the Stars and Anaheim Ducks game. So, but lots of heavy favorites again tonight.
All right.
So you guys can join me later on Puck and Crazy. Chris Ruffalo and Tony Brown will be on Puck and Crazy today.
So also for those of you that didn't know, I do the dog of the day still every day. I do it on Instagram though. So that's where you can find the dog of the day video. I know a lot of you guys, for the last 15 years, watch Dog of the Day at Sports Chat Place. And it's possible maybe I'll move it back to that channel as well. And just do the video and just upload it to IG as well and do it at Sports Chat. But I think I like it over on IG. And I also at TikTok I'm doing quick pick. So basically the way the quick pick is that it's a pick that's not a full game. So it's either a half, a quarter, a period, something like that. So I'm doing that at TikTok every day because TikTok's like a quick thing. So it's like I'm doing Mitch's quick pick there. So it'll be like in baseball, first inning, or first 5 or, something like that.
I like it.
Yeah, doing it TikTok every day. Pick dogs, TikTok. And the other one, IG, Dog of the Day, which I've been doing. Enjoying myself with it.
The IG account is Pick Dogs.
It's Pick Dogs. Yeah. It's
nice and easy to find.
Yes. Pick Dogs. You'll see us.
You will. See my huge sunglasses yesterday. Always get commented on those.
I think I wore shades on the drive-thru.
Oh, nice. Oh, actually, I did see you on the drive-thru yesterday. I always try to check that out. If you guys haven't, you got to check out the drive-thru. They do some. What is Chris's thing about so many likes? Gives out a premium pick on there.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Okay, Mitch. I guess it brings us to parlay time. Are you going to use the betting tools for your parlay today?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Would you like to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. For my parlay, I'm going to take Texas A&M laying the points. I'm going to take the under between the 76ers and the Pistons. And then I'm going to take the Milwaukee Bucks. I'll grab them plus the points on the parlay, but I'd like them on the money line as well, you guys.
I'm going to do, you know what, I'm not going to go to the betting tools. Well, maybe I will. All right, I will. But I'm going to use the betting tools, but I'm not going to use the parlay builder.
Okay.
So there you go. I'm going to give out, let's see. I'm going to use the betting tools to do this. Okay. Waiting for it to come up. All right, here we go. I'm taking the oh boy, big odds on that one. All right. I'm taking the Winnipeg Jets money line, parlaying up with the Los Angeles Kings puck line. And I'm going to take the Chicago Blackhawks puck line. So Blackhawks puck line, Kings puck line, Winnipeg Jets, Jets. That's the hockey is the actual birdcage. So that's my parlay for today.
I like it.
Great
Paula was
names.
confused about why we didn't go over hockey. So just letting him know. It will be on Puck and Crazy later.
Y'all didn't even go through all game.
He was thinking hockey.
We have a hockey show. Puck and Crazy. That's what we were just talking about. I don't know hockey, so it's like I add zero value. I'm not going to sit here and do nothing. I'd rather go back to bed.
We won't make you sit here and just smile, Mitch.
It is getting late here, 5:51 a.m.
Oh, man, what are you going to do? You're losing your day, Mitch.
Joe, we had 6 games. We went 51 minutes and 26 seconds. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Grab your free consensus report. It's free. Use that code PICKDOGS3 and check it out. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it an awesome day. We appreciate